Hello friends, it's me, Miss Connie. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to be going over a story called Billy Goat's Gruff. But before we get started, I want you to practice some of your listening skills with me. So let's sing our song to remind ourselves of what that looks like. Okay? Put your hands on your brain's for learning. Put your hands on your eyes are watching. Put your hands on your ears are listening. Put your hand on your mouth is quiet. Put your hands in your lap. Say crisscross applesauce. And that is how we all become whole body listeners. And that is how we all become whole body listeners. A whole body listener is someone who just doesn't use their ears. They need to watch who's talking. They need to use their brain to think about what they're saying. They have to have a quiet mouth and quiet hands in order to pay attention very well, right? Okay, let's be a good listener as we go through characters of the Billy Goat's Gruff. Okay, so I've got some characters in front of us. What are those? Characters are animals or people who are in a story. So, what are these? Goats. You're right. So I've got a goat here and a goat here. Wait a second. They're both called goats. Well, how am I going to know the difference between the two? This is a billy goat and this is a billy goat. And there's other billy goats on your screen too. How do we tell them apart? Well, we use special words called adjectives to help us describe words so that we can tell the difference between them. So, for example, I could say this one is smaller than this one, or this one is bigger than this one, right? And then I'm going to say, this is the smaller Billy Goat Gruff. This is the bigger Billy Goat Gruff. So I said Billy Goat Gruff in both of those ways, right? But I used extra words called adjectives to help me. So I said smaller Billy Goat Gruff, bigger Billy Goat Gruff, right? Okay, so we're going to practice some of our describing words or adjectives as we go through, okay? This is my big mouse right here. You see my mouse? Get off my nose. This is called a mouse. I don't know if you've seen it before. He likes to move around a lot. And he doesn't look like a mouse. He looks like an arrow. Do you see him? I'm going to try to point to him right there. There he is. That's him right there. Whoop, there he goes. Okay, so he's my mouse. So if you hear me referring to it, that's what I'm talking about. So over here, they're saying he's a little big. They could describe him as big, but this one is bigger, and this one is the biggest Billy Goat. So I could say, Billy Goat, Billy Goat, Billy Goat. But then you say, which one? Which one are you talking about? And I'll say, oh, I mean the big Billy Goat. Or I mean the bigger Billy Goat. Or I mean the biggest Billy Goat. Okay, so let's practice some of our ers and ists, or adjectives. This one says, who is the youngest? He may look young, but does he look like he's the youngest? I don't know. What about this one? He is kind of shorter than the other ones. And he doesn't have horns. So, did you guess it? He is the youngest. How about when you make a decision as to which is the right answer, you go ahead and you use your finger and you point to it on the screen. You don't have to touch the screen. You can just point to the right answer, and then I'll know and you'll know that that was the one you were thinking of, right? So you can just point down to where my arrow is right there, my mouse. Okay, good job. Let's go to the next one. Who is the smallest? Okay. This guy, he might be kind of small. This guy is a little bit smaller, but this guy is the smallest. Do you think he's not as tall as the other ones are, right? So he's the smallest. Let's keep going. Oh, did you see another character in our story? That's right. We didn't talk about this character. This character is the troll. That's right. He's the mean one. He's the one who's trying to eat all the billy goats, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let me get my handy dandy mouse. Who has the longest tail? Well, if I look at him, he doesn't seem to have a tail at all, right? And this one, he's got a tail. It's not that long. And let's look at his tail. His tail is kind of the longest because we've only got two tails to look at. And this one looks kind of small, and this one's looking a little bit longer. So we're going to say that one. Can you point to the right answer? Use your finger. Use just one finger and just point, right? And this is called our pointer finger, right? This is our pointer. This is our thumb, and this is our pointer. So try to use your pointer finger and just point to it for me. Good. Who is the meanest? Let's see. Well, he's got a smile on his face. And he's got a smile on their face. They look kind of genuine to me. They look kind of like they're being nice. This one, he's got a half smile, like this. Kind of smirking, right? Can you make a half smile? Kind of hard to do with your mouth. He's got a half smile, and he looks kind of sly. Might not mean he's that nice, huh? So we're going to call him the meanest. Okay. Who is the biggest? Let's see. We can look at their height, like how tall they are, right? So this one might be tall. He might be big, but this one is taller. And this one is the tallest. And then let's look at their bellies. Here's his body and his belly. He might have a big belly, but this one has a bigger belly. And this one has the biggest belly. So we're going to call him the biggest, right? Use your pointer finger. Point to the right answer. Thanks. Who is uglier? Oh, well, that's not a very nice word to say, is it? But when it comes to a troll, I guess people are allowed to. Here is a smiling goat, and here is a troll. I think you know the answer. Go ahead, use your pointer finger. Point to the troll. Who is older? This one or this one? Use your pointer finger. I hope you chose this one right here. The reason you choose that one is because his horns have grown longer, so he's looking a little bit older, and he's bigger too. Okay. Who is smarter? Now that's a hard question, right? What do you think? Use your pointer finger. Who is smarter? In this story, I think they want you to choose the billy goat, right? Because he was smart enough to get across and get the green grass, right? But if you have another idea, go ahead and tell me. Okay, who is the bigger? This guy over here or this guy? I hope you used your finger and you pointed over here to this one. Who has sharper horns? This one or this one? This one. That one because I point over here because his horns have a little pointy tip to them, right? And this one does not. And our last question, which side is greener? So another one of these describing, this one's green and this one's green. They're both green, but I do a little bit extra to describe it by saying that sound. I say green, And when I say it means more, right? So green, Did you pick this one also? Yeah, I think this one's probably green, right? Okay, very nice work.